Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Spadaro or Mr. S. Today we are going to learn about motor vehicle safety. Now it is important to know what motor vehicles are as well as having a plan to prevent injuries at home or when riding a motor vehicle. So before we get started, does anyone have any ideas of what motor vehicles are or can give us a motor vehicle? If you said car, bus, truck, or motorcycle, you are correct. Those are four different types of motor vehicles. Now, we need to make sure to be safe in any of these four motor vehicles. How do we do that? One way is by wearing a seatbelt. Another way is if we aren't old enough to make sure we are in a safety seat. Another one is to make sure your parents or the adult who is driving to not use their phones. It is important that no one texts or calls while driving. So, those are three ways we can be safe. I hope you have other ways you can be safe. Maybe if you're in a motorcycle, you're wearing a helmet. Or on a bus, you do wear the seatbelt just like in a truck or car. So, now that we've gone over some ways to be safe in a motor vehicle, another plan is to make sure parents aren't using their phones while driving. And I said that already, but they use their phones before they enter the car. This way, they don't need to use it while driving, and they shouldn't have to either way. So, let's get started in an activity. This activity is called locomotor travel. See what I did there? Let us pretend that we are a car. Now, if you want to pretend that you have a steering wheel or use maybe a hat or a book, I'm going to use a hat as my steering wheel. And we are going to pretend, once again, like we are a car. We're going to drive. But first, you need to know some calls like seatbelt on, steering wheels ready, start your engines, park it, where you just either sit down or stop where you are. And now for the motor vehicle commands. If I say car, we're going to walk. Just walking. And you have your whole entire room to do this activity. If I say bus, we're going to gallop. So make sure when you gallop, your foot in the front always stays in front. The foot in the back does not cross. So just like that, and you can move around your whole entire room. Another command is truck. If you hear this word truck, you're going to skip. Where when you skip, you're going to step and hop. Step and hop. When you hear the word truck, you're going to skip around your room. Another command is motorcycle, where motorcycle, it has two wheels. It's like a bike. It's hard to balance on. So we're going to hop on one foot. And if you want to switch that, you can do 2 feet. You can do jumping instead. So hopping or jumping. Depends on if your foot gets tired. And if your foot does get tired, you can hop on the other foot. And if you have that hat, try pretending like you're steering. Those are our locomotor commands. Now, another locomotor command could be slippery roads. Sometimes in the winter, there's ice on the roads and it gets a little slippery, or the snow. So you're going to go slow and slide. Slide. And if you want to slide like ice skating or do like a side shuffle like sliding, you can do either or. This way we are being safe on the roads. And now, you remember park it where you stop, seatbelts on, or check your seatbelts nice and tight, and start your engines, which is what sound? There, vroom, vroom. Okay, let's do some while we do our activity. Let's do a little test run. Oh, one more thing I forgot. If I say change gears, that means you can go a little faster, or if you're going fast, a little slower. So let's start with car walking speed. Park it. Check your seatbelts. Nice and tight. All right, let's go to bus. So bus is gallop. Truck. Change gears. Change gears. Motorcycle. Car. Change gears. Change gears. Park it. That is locomotor travel. Now, you can do this with your class. You can keep it going. You can keep it going longer. You can add more calls. Maybe like instead of motor vehicles, you can do helicopter, where your arms are up like your helicopter, or airplane, where your arms are out to the side, or maybe stop sign, where you have to freeze for 3 seconds and then continue, or red light, yellow light where you're going slow, and then green light where you can go back to your normal speed. There's other calls you can create. So let's be creative and think of more ways for this activity. Okay, everybody, that was our locomotor travel. Before we go, using the chat, can anyone tell me why it is important to be safe in a motor vehicle? We gone over this in the beginning. Let's hope you remembered some of the ways to be safe. Okay, everybody. Now that we finished up with our chat, hope you have a great rest of the day. Keep on learning.